name as far as, you know, the world believing that I'm a villain instead of a victim. And it hurts. I thank God for my attorney who walked with me every step of the way, Don Florio, and my civil attorney who could not be here today because of what happened. It was too fast. His name is Brian Ponder. And I'm just really just thankful for the greatest church on earth, Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being out here. So I'll take questions now.
Bishop, how did this play your name?
Mr. Pollard. Say that one more time.
Your thoughts on Mr. Pollard staring you down as you walked into that courtroom?
Well, I'm glad you were there, and I'm glad you were able to see the villain that he is, right? And I'm glad you were there to see the hate and to see the viciousness that he had in his eyes for me and to do with it. And nobody wanted to do anything with me. None of the politicians called me to check on me anymore. Nobody called me anymore. So it was just me and my family and my church family. So that's what cleared.
The chief executive said today, basically, that the reason this happened, or what their motive, is that these men saw you flashy. They knew where your church was. So, I mean, you spoke to that, but what do you make of that?
Well, that was an assumption. I watched it. You don't know what they look like, you know. And I couldn't wait. You know, this morning I was up for 5 a.m. prayer because we're on 5 a.m. prayer for the last year, 7 days a week. And I was up for 5 a.m. prayer. And when I dozed back off, then I got this phone call, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was so anxious to see what these gentlemen look like because I've never seen them before. I didn't know their names. So when I seen them today, I never saw them before. You know, and then I started to say, wow, you know, why would these young men do this to me? Why would these young men do this to me? You know, we always talk about racism. We always talk about other ethnicities coming against the black community. But these are my own brothers. So what is our excuse now? What is our excuse now?
What are your thoughts on the late disclosure that
names? Their names are not unfamiliar to me. Their names are unfamiliar to me. And their faces are unfamiliar to me. I was hoping to come out here and say, I've seen that young man before, because I do a lot of community work. I help a lot of kids. I help a lot of young men out of prison. I help them reform their life. So I'm around a lot of young people. I'm around a lot of gang members. I'm around a lot of people, a lot of people that have felonies and different things of that nature. And I was hoping to see some type of connection of, how did they just pick me out? Because, you know, think about it. Just think about it. I'm outside. I'm not inside. I'm outside doing a lot of community work, right? And the same jury that they stole from me is the same jury I have on all the time. Why would you go into the church, right? And I think every pastor, I think every imam, I think every rabbi and whatever religious leader you are, I think we should step up and stand together to protect the house of worship. Because this could have happened anywhere, right? It's not like I didn't have my jury on when I'm outside. Why would you come into the church? Why would you come into the church and do what you've done? Because you know we don't have any weapons, because you know we're at peace, you know that we're coming to serve our Jesus, right? And that's just wrong.
Bishop, did you said the politics
out. I did not choke the young lady at all, okay? I don't have no fingernails, so I didn't scratch her. She scratched herself. And if you look at all of the video that I've been, that the media has been posting, when she went downstairs, she started to say, I'm going viral, I'm going viral, I'm going viral. It was all a setup for vloggers and to desensitize my holiness and desensitize me as a man. My mom raised me by herself. I am pro-woman. My grandmother's my best friend. She's 107 years old. She'll be 108 in May, right? So I don't harm women. I'm not abusive, and all I wanted to do was protect my wife and my daughter. You guys have to understand, the last time somebody went towards my wife and my daughter, they had a gun in their hand and a gun in my 8-month-old baby's face. What am I supposed to do when this young lady has something under her arm?
Are you going to wear less bling?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Bishop, your thoughts? We saw Mr. Pollack staring you down as he walked into the courtroom.
Yeah. Well, let me just first give my address, and then I'll answer whatever questions that I can answer. First, I want to thank the NYPD and the ATF for doing an impeccable job at this time. 2 out of the 3 suspects were captured today. I received a phone call this morning around 6:30 in the morning, waking me up and stating that they have caught 2 of the 3 suspects. First, I really want to thank God. This has been a trying time for me and my family. It's just been really nerve-wracking. The media plastered my address throughout online, and what you guys didn't know that I couldn't really talk about, there was an attempt home invasion at my home, and they tried to steal my cars from out of my driveway because my address was plastered around. This is a win today because the narrative that was posted and presented that I had something to do with this robbery, and it has destroyed my life. This was turned around from me being a victim to a villain, and today, God gave me and my family the victory, and they were able to catch these 2 young men, and there's another one at large, and I'm hoping that they cooperate with the federal prosecutors. This is a federal case, and I'm hoping that they cooperate with the federal prosecutors. I'm hoping that they get that we get justice.